Hi everyone, it's Maggie and I'm here with a new project share. I just finished a doily fabric album and I wanted to share it with you. It's the first time I've done a round page fabric album, and I really love how it came out because this one's for me. I wanted to make an album using a lot of bits and pieces that a lot of you have sent to me, and so I have like memories of things that people have sent, and I can keep it, in this album as a keepsake. So I hope I can get everything in. It ended up being a larger album than I expected it to, and they usually are, but yeah, with everything I added to it, it just kind of got away from me. But anyways, let me show you the album, and I can't explain every detail because this is the most detailed album I've made so far, and it would probably take me at least 2 or 3 videos, and I don't know how long, just to show you. But I'll show you, I'll show you the highlights though. Just I'll point out what I can. So this is the front cover, and I used black and white images of little girls that either were holding or had something to do with flowers, and so I'm going to call this book Flower Girls. And I just love this image, so I chose her face for the front cover. I covered most of the image up, but that's okay. So I started out, each page is made of fabric and it's got batting in the middle, and then I added at least one round doily to cover the whole page. And so let's see, this particular page has 2 doilies, this large white one and this large white one. This one's not quite as big as the one underneath, but I wanted each page to have at least a couple of doilies on it, and you can see this one. Actually, I think that's going to be the next page, so I won't show you that right away. So most of the pages are filled with flowers, and I didn't do any pocket pages. The pages that don't have images is just like a page of flowers, and you'll see when I open the book. So I used a lot of appliques, flower appliques. Here's some leaf applique that I've been sent. And because there's so many pieces in here that people have sent, the only thing I will probably mention any names would be like if they made something and I don't want to take credit for it, and I'll show you what I mean. So as you can see, I made like a doily flower type thing with this applique here, one of those, like, I forget what they call them, but I love this. It's like a flower, and then there's the dangles here, and then okay, now here we go. This is actually a heart, and it was crocheted by Patrizia, and so I don't, that's what I mean about not wanting to take credit for something that somebody else made. And this here was crocheted and then purled and beaded by Alice, who is my happy craft corner or crafty corner. Sorry, Alice, I always forget her YouTube name. But this piece here, and then underneath are some more flower appliques. I made this butterfly piece here, and I added bling and my clay flowers to it. Here's another large flower with appliques. There's some clay flowers with little flower appliques. This is another doily that I put over the image, and then I added flat back pearls. Here's a resin heart piece. There's some other resin flowers. And then all my dangles and trims are added at the bottom. So let me show you. Let's see. Let me get, so I see where the one page starts and one page ends. I think I did at least 3 layers of dangle trims on the bottom of each one. So here's the first one, this long trim here, and I added clay flowers at the bottom and on both sides, because when I flip it over to the next page, you can still see this applique, and I wanted you to be able to see the flowers on both sides. And then this is the second trim, and this one I added paper flowers, Wild Orchid Craft flowers. And then this trim, and then this has like 4 or 5 layers of trims. And then this beautiful trim here that I added for some color. And I think it's a taupey color. I'm not sure how it's coming across in the video. And see, there's little fabric flowers and just all kinds of yummy pieces. And let me go to this side. Somebody had sent me this pearl piece, and it was perfect for the spine of the book. Whoops, sorry, I'm out of frame. This was perfect for the spine of the book. And then let me show you the back quick. All I did was add this beautiful bridal lace. And I do have to say, this was from Diana Spear Marbles, and I just loved it. And that's all I did. I added the applique, bridal applique, and then I added this beautiful trim all around it. And that's all I did for the back. Okay. Now, here is the first 2 pages. Now, here's the first flower page here. And this, you can see, this is a vintage doily. There's some discoloration, but I don't mind that at all. And now this flower here was made from Janet, Nana JL54. And then I added this piece of leaf trim and little flowers, and I added my little clay flowers in lavender. And then here's some ribbon flowers, some ribbon roses. There's some more applique, these flowers here. Here's a piece that I had tea dyed, and on the little flowers I added some more lavender clay flowers. And then let me lift this up, and there's several trims down here. There's this one that I had also tea dyed, and then another piece of this one that you saw on the cover, and then this piece here. I hope I'm showing this okay. And then this piece here, and that's that page. And I have to say, too, before I forget, that this book was inspired by 2 beautiful ladies that do just amazing, amazing work. And that would be Jean Ragg and Margaret Tomaso. And I just love how their fabric books come out using all the different laces and trims, and they just come out so beautiful and so filled. And I did want to try that. Normally on the books that I've made in the past, I've maybe used 1 or 2 laces, on the bottom, but this time I I added quite a few, and I got the result that I wanted, that I've seen on Jean and Margaret's books. I didn't try to copy them. I just wanted, wanted to have a sense of their work in my book. So here's the first image inside, and she's holding a basket of flowers. And this one I added pearls, flat back pearls around, and this tiny little lace here, I added little pearls, really tiny lavender and pink pearls. And then here's some lavender applique, some different shades. I tried to use different shades of purple and lavender. Now this piece here on the top was a collar, and along here I alternated between the clay flowers and the flat back pearls. Here's another flower that I made using this flower dangle lace, and then this was another Patrizia flower. I'm pretty sure Alice and Patrizia both made me some beautiful flowers, and I'm trying to remember which ones were from which. And then I just added some different little flower appliques on each of the collar here, and then different like pearls and rhinestone pieces in the middle. And then underneath that is another lace, and then I added some of those Wild Orchid Craft rhinestone resin flowers. And then here, I love this lace, and I didn't have a lot of it, so I figured I'd use it up. And then here's this one again. And then underneath you can see the doily that I used. I love this doily. I think I used a couple of these doilies that I had, and I had tea dyed them, and they're just beautiful. And they had fabric in the middle. And then unfortunately, you can't really see hardly any of it, but this is one of those tatted doilies, and I had to put it in there because I just love tatting. So those are the first 2 pages. And here are the next 2. So here's the flower page. And I made this flower with some tea-dyed lace and then some embroidered lace, and just using the gathered stitch. And then a rhinestone piece in the middle. Love that. Beautiful bling. And then over on the side, let's see, there's some bluish green appliques that somebody had sent me, and I just wanted to use those. And then this flower and leaf applique, I just added it all around, and I added some clay flowers, some pearls, some rhinestone pieces, and I just love how it came out. And then underneath there's this piece here, and it's so beautiful, this embroidered piece. And then this dangle piece here, and I added some green and pink of the tiny clay flowers. And then here's another dangle lace, and then here's another lace. This is the bottom lace here. It's like a leaf lace. And then here's the image on this page. Isn't she adorable? And she's holding some flowers there. And then I used this trim here and went all around. Then I added some tiny mint green flat back pearls. And then here's some bridal applique. Here's a piece. Somebody sent it to me, and I used it as the flower center. This is another gathered flower I used. I made. And then this larger clay flower here, it's the last one I have, and so I wanted to use it on something that I made for myself. Here's another one of that same doily that I used on the other page to cover the whole page underneath. Here's another bridal applique. I added some clay flowers here and there. I used this beautiful trim piece, bridal trim piece there. And then here's some mint green applique trim, some flat back pearls. There's some more of that one. Then there's this larger one, longer one I should say, underneath there. And then here I used a rosette and a few different appliques that I just put on top of each other just for some interest. Gosh, I hope I'm getting all this in. And then here's the last two pages. And I love how this flower page came out. Let me see if I can, it's really hard to keep it in place. This flower was made for me by Irina, the Passion for Craft, and it just went perfectly on this page. I just love it. And then I had some of these taupey appliques, some satin fabric flowers. I had some of this pink leafy and flower appliques, and I added tiny gray flat back pearls to that. This one here that I tea dyed, I added some roses, clay roses. And then here's another trim. And I added flat back pearls, gray and pink, flat back pearls. And then on the bottom, I added paper flowers on both sides, because you can see them on both sides. And then I added this larger trim here. Oh, that's the one that has the paper flowers. And then I added some more of that taupey trim there. So there's all the trims for that one. And I just love how this page came out. And then here's the last page with the image. And I used this beautiful, beautiful embroidered trim. And I added little clay flowers. And then this doily behind it is, let me see if I can show you. It's a beautiful doily. I hated covering it up, but there's, you know, there's no way around it. But each individual little doily that was crocheted around the whole doily, I added Wild Orchid Craft rosebuds in the middle of each, just to frame it out. And then here's some more applique that I had tea dyed underneath. And then I added some more of this flower dangle trim with an extra applique on top, rhinestones and a clay flower in the middle. This one, here's an earring. And then here's another piece. And then here's another flower, crocheted flower. That I believe this one is Patrizia's. And then here's that applique flower trim again. I used it one piece on another page. This one I used two pieces. And on the flowers I added little tiny gray flat back pearls, and then on the top piece here I added the pink flat back pearls. And then here's a fabric, a ribbon rose. And then underneath that one I added this beautiful trim here, and it's a dangle trim. And then so sorry for the shaking. And then here's another dangle trim. And then here's another trim under that. And then another trim under that. And I added the clay roses on the bottom of this one. So that's the last page. Let me just shake this out so I get that in there. And then we're back to the back cover. So yes, this is my fabric doily book. I've made fabric books and I've made doily books, but I've never This is my first attempt at a fabric doily book, where the pages are fabric and then I added doilies on top of them. So I'm really proud of this one. I just love how it came out, and it couldn't have come out any more beautiful without all the wonderful pieces of trims and appliques and bridal pieces, the flower appliques, the crochet trims, everything that people have sent me. So I just want to say thank you so much, everyone. You all mean so much to me, and I just love every single one of you. And I hope that you really like this book because, as I said, I'm really proud of it. So please leave me a comment if you'd like and let me know what you think. And I will see you all again soon with another project share. Bye for now.